A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fighting him off. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
22!
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
20! Hey, South! 21!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And they work this well up. Tackled across the 45. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second down, Bridgewater. Flush to it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Delta. Delta. Delta.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he'll get it down here to the 43. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Delta. Delta. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. 45, Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Ryan, he's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught left side by Funchess. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Get up! Hey, South!
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Delta. Five down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run inside the 40. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Get set. Five down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, Bridgewater. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
There we go. Ready. Back 25. Gun. Check 50. Hey, wait. There we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the I.
22. Go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zuerlein's kick. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On second down, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
21. 11.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 47 yards.
Hey, let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, got it. All right, 25.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to sling this, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Delta.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Delta. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On third down, Bridgewater. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Thomas has got it, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Delta. Winnie. You ain't going nowhere. Find out. Ready.
And they'll run it here. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Delta. Check it, Humphrey. Go Delta. 45 the mic. Go Delta. Go Delta.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got one. Ready. I'm coming.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, South! Hey, Tuesday! Right!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Kamara. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
5 down. Check.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
And Josh Hill has it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Go Delta.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Takk McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Freeman again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
11. Hey, express. Wait.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. 3
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Delta. Five down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan wants to throw it. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Falcons, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.